So, for those watching the video version of the podcast, Closer to Indigo by Maria Koropecki, I'm holding the book up here. It's a beautiful purple to violet. I loved how you described it as the magical side of life. I think that's an awesome description of the spiritual side of life. And it seems to me like, I don't know about you, but I have met in my lifetime many people who I think they'd rather go visit me at my office on my day job and go see the dentist than embrace the magic of their own life. Like they're scared of it, terrified of it. Like they will either avoid it by keeping distracted and busy or numb through alcohol and drugs, or they'll do anything but embrace what makes them special. Has that been like, have you met people like that, or am I just meeting the wrong people in life?
I think people think that what's going on in their reality is all there is, and that's the way it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. And they're just stuck in this lower level vibration, stuck in the struggle of things, or just the harsh reality. Life sucks and that's it. There's nothing more you can do. But to me, I don't think we're here to just slog through the mud. And maybe part of life is just to give you some context, but really it's not the end all. It's not the destination. It's not the purpose. The purpose is to transcend that and to thrive somehow. Use that manure and turn it into a beautiful garden. Not about staying in like the harsh physical. There's so much more. There's so much more out there. And you can create it by telling that story, a new story, and just reaching for something more than like the crap.
In your experience with working with clients, getting them to become storytellers, I'm going to make a bold assumption that at some point they have to own their story in order to tell it. Would you agree with that?
Own your story in order to tell it. Yeah. By owning it, you're not avoiding.
You're embracing it. You're embracing what it has taught you, forgiven what it has hurt you for. So when you've managed to have that breakthrough with your client, or clients, what have you seen in terms of positive benefits for them, or transformations, if I can be that bold?
Well, it's freeing. The breakthrough, like when you break through that hard crustiness, and you break it apart, and you have that, oh, I get it. Of course. No wonder. And the mind goes, and it's like, oh yeah, and it's like this fireworks go off in your brain because you're like, holy, like, of course, how could I have not seen it before? But that taking someone from that and then asking a question, looking at something from a different angle, all of a sudden you're like, that is magic. Like, that's awesome. I love it. And then you're like, and then they can go up, like, then it's like that, whatever it was, those harnesses, those vice grips, those whatever it was that was so solid and holding them back, and all of a sudden, like that, it's like that moment in Forrest Gump where he's running and he had the on his legs, and then they spring off and he's running, like all of a sudden you're like free, like those harnesses are like gone, and you can just live and feel alive and feel like good. And
in my mind, I'm thinking they get to the point where they own their story no longer owns them.
Yeah. But it's more than that. It's not even an issue. It's not even about ownership or not ownership. It's like not even there. It's gone. There's nothing to justify. There's nothing to hold on to. There's just space and freedom and creativity and just like, yeah, release. It's like, being there when someone goes through that, there's nothing else like it.